Hey you guys, how's it going? You've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title. We're talking about leaks. So the first thing I want to say is the leaks that have come out from Madori are not real, but I'll break all of that down in a little bit. That's the reason I decided to talk about it here, because I know for a fact that these leaks are not real, and so I get a chance to cover leaks and talk about how detrimental they are. Oh no, I doubled myself. How did I do that? Oh no. Okay, just ignore that, So, I think it's a really special opportunity to be able to talk about why leaks are bad, use these as an example because they're all fake and they're not real, while not spreading information that I don't want to spread. So the first thing you might say is, why are leaks bad? We just get to know things early, right? Well, that's not actually true. I have a friend in the industry that actually shared why this is a bad thing. So they work in game marketing. I'll have the tweet on screen. They spend months planning out launches. When a leak happens, they have to throw out campaigns that they and the devs spent a lot of time on. So partners, publications under embargo, as in like the people publicizing getting ready to release all this information, as well as the console brands, all lose trust in those marketing firms. It also hurts morale like crazy, and so they beg people like stop leaking. And someone actually commented, kind of just having a question of why is that, right? And I don't think they were being malicious, I think they were genuinely confused. So Ali responds, many times we still do get to put out the campaigns that they worked on, but they get a ton of negative comments of people saying, we already knew this, or the leaks were right, that's so boring. I mean, you see it on reveals all the time where people are like, boring, I've already seen this, show us something new, right? And so just the fact of like leaks coming out before the fact, one, messes up campaigns, and two, sets them up for a lot of negative comments that they wouldn't have gotten if the thing hadn't been leaked. I mean, at the end of the day, these people that work in the games industry love games. They want to see people excited. And so when somebody just yoinks something and releases it for their 5 minutes of fame, like that 5 minutes destroys so many things. And I'm trying to be level-headed. I already did one round of this where I got very heated and ranty. But I think it's so important to talk about the detrimental effects of leaks. So it ruins public perceptions and expectations. It ruins morale and campaigns. They don't have unlimited money, right? They spend a lot of money, a ton of money, on campaigns like this. And it can be anywhere from like 30 seconds to 5 minutes of reveals. And so if all of that gets revealed somewhere else, the money that should have been generated from the announcements and the reveal, and as well as like the public perception, all of that now is diverted to some random account. I think one of the best examples is this wait for Kingdom Hearts 4. The only reason that Kingdom Hearts 4 was revealed as early as it was because Square Enix was worried about it being leaked early. And so they pushed it out. And now you see everybody talking about, oh my god, it's been 2 years since we've seen Kingdom Hearts 4. It's been so long, we deserve to see new things. Literally the mentality of like, oh, we deserve to see more, people should leak it, comes from someone trying to leak the reveal of Kingdom Hearts 4. So that's my spiel about leaks. I really don't think it's something that people should cover or spread around in the kindest way possible. I just don't respect people that grift and run off of leaks. And the thing is, like, people that cover this know it's detrimental, and I think it's really sad that people are more concerned about getting views, getting clicks, getting notoriety, than supporting the actual industry that they profit off of. And I think that's fair to say, because engaging in leak culture directly harms the industry. I'll get off my soapbox. That's just my thoughts on leaks. I encourage you guys with Kingdom Hearts Missing Link and Kingdom Hearts 4, don't engage in leak culture, call it out when you see it. It's irresponsible, it's not healthy, and we as a community should be better. Okay, so I promised I'd break down all of this stuff. These leaks are not real. I will quickly go through them, but the very first thing is the person that leaked it is Madori. Madori is pretty infamous. If you haven't heard of them, I encourage you to Google their name. They're very infamous for a lot of things. One being that they pretended to be a Japanese woman online. I've seen the argument, oh, they just pretended to be somebody. They still gave us legitimate leaks. If you don't know the story though, Madori harassed, stalked people to get the information that he did, and the only legitimate information that he had was a presentation. It outlined everything that Sega was going to put out And as that dried up, he tried to shift to other companies and other grifts. And so one of those grifts was Square Enix, and Midori has tried to come up with fake leaks and rumors, and they did this by first giving information that is legitimate and then following it up with illegitimate information. So the first thing they leaked was actually a code name for Missing Link, which is Fungor. So yes, this name is legitimate, but this has been known for a long time, like at least a year. The original person have been super respectful. They haven't shared, they haven't tried to leak anything. And this was known for at least a year. So right, they use this legitimate information, and then they use this to jump off of that and leak a bunch of things about Kingdom Hearts 4. And why I say these are illegitimate leaks is because they're just things that anyone can come up with. One, they have no proof, right? Like I can say, oh hey, Cars is gonna be in the next Kingdom Hearts 4 game. I heard it from, just somebody. That's about as illegitimate as what this is here. And so I wanted to go through and kind of debunk all of them. And kind of show you the line of logic and why they chose the things that they chose. So the first thing is Kingdom Hearts 4's release date. We don't know anything about the release date. It could be 2026, it could be 2025, it could be 2027. We don't know. Someone can say, oh, Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out in 2026. And then if a reveal trailer comes out saying, hey, it's coming out in 2025, it's really easy to be, oh wow, they sped up development. They're ahead of schedule, right? Things come out early, things get pushed back and delayed all the time. Until there's like an internal date that people are set on in the company, there's literally no one that can know the release date. The next thing is the Kingdom shader. This is just a thing that came up in interviews and it's just generally talked about as like the shader that looks like Kingdom Hearts. This is just a shading and it's going to update with every iteration of Kingdom Hearts. Like this is not like a... like the shading is not just like, they don't just have like a button that says Kingdom shader and they click it and then it's like, oh ho, it looks like Kingdom Hearts. It's like, no, this is a shader that's used on the characters that has just become like synonymous and is in a style that is in Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if that makes sense. But of course, shaders will update because we're going from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5. And we already see an update in the graphics, so of course the shading is going to be new. So again, this is not a leak. This is just general game development knowledge. The next thing is a couple worlds were leaked for Kingdom Hearts 4. So there was 3, I think. There was Moana, Star Wars, Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet's super easy to debunk. We have seen Treasure Planet in the files of Dream Drop Distance, and every time that a new Kingdom Hearts game is coming out, people are like, oh, Treasure Planet's gonna be in this one because we've seen it in the files. I would love to see Treasure Planet as a world. I'm working on a video talking about Treasure Planet as a world. But that just because we want it, and just because we've seen it in the files beforehand, doesn't mean that it's coming out in Kingdom Hearts 4. There's been so many theories about Treasure Planet being in Kingdom Hearts that it's just a very commonly picked rumor. You see a lot of cuts, it's because my daughter is up and she doesn't want to sleep. So, sorry about that. A lot of people think because Buzz and Woody were seeing the files before they came out in Kingdom Hearts 3, this also means that we're going to see Treasure Planet at some point. I agree. I would love to see it in Kingdom Hearts 4, but there's no evidence for that. The next world is Star Wars. Star Wars is highly anticipated actually for Kingdom Hearts 4, and that's because in the trailer for the Kingdom Hearts 4 reveal, we already saw stuff for Star Wars. People think that this is the moon of Endor, and there is an AT-ST or AT-AT foot that we can see in the background. People have already like tore this trailer apart, found this evidence. It's more than likely Star Wars is going to be coming to Kingdom Hearts 4. That's not a leak. That is, this person saw people talking about this already and is quote-unquote confirming that the game is going to have Star Wars in it. No evidence, nothing. He just knows that people are talking about it. And lastly is a Moana world. Again, no evidence, but a lot of people have talked about Moana's world because of the new Missing Link trailer that showed a tropical island, as well as these Heartless that have a design that is very similar to the culture that Moana is based off of. The community has put together evidence and has come up with a theory for this, and Midori has seen that and is just reporting this because he knows that people will talk about it. Most of the time, the leaks that come out are quote-unquote confirming things that are already cycling and being talked about in the community. So again, none of these things are confirmed. Most of these things are likely to happen anyways, and so of course it's going to explode if somebody soft confirms something. And I think it's fun to get excited and to talk about what if we see this world or what if we see that world. But when I see people come and try to profit off of something using a community that is known for being super passionate, it doesn't feel right with me. We as the Kingdom Hearts community, there's no community like us. There is so much excitement over the littlest of things, right? and it's fun. I'm not saying it's bad, but I think people use that excitement in really dishonest and irresponsible ways. And I think we as a community should stand up against that. So the last thing I'll leave you with is, if you're part of the community, you have a voice. I think a lot of times people feel like they're not seen, they're not heard. I know so many people in the Kingdom Hearts community who I have just the highest respect for, and it's not because of the numbers that they have on Twitter or YouTube. It's not about if they come out with a video that gets 100,000 views. I respect them because of their character, about what they say and what they do. I respect them for the ideas that they have, the creativity that they have. And so I encourage you, if you are part of this community, take ownership of it. Let's build a community that we can be proud of. I want Kingdom Hearts 4 and the hype cycles after Kingdom Hearts 4 to be exciting times. Not times where everyone is reporting on leaks. I want this community to happily support the devs, to keep out leak culture, and to have fun looking towards Kingdom Hearts 4 and beyond.